Hi children, how are you? I think all of you are fine and safe. Don't go anywhere. It's very crucial period for you. Don't waste your time. Acknowledge your knowledge. Don't waste your time. Complete all the worksheets, whatever given by our teachers. Make a note about the answers in one book. Okay. For our subject social studies also, 4th class and 5th class videos are coming and worksheets are also there. Complete them and note down the answers in one book. After coming to the school, we will check the answers completely. So let us come to today's. So in our last video, we discussed about our earth oceans. From that topic, I have given you a small homework. Have you done that homework or not? I hope all of you have done it. So let us check the answers here now. So here is the questions. So let us check the answers, all of you children. From the topic, I gave answer in one sentence. The first question is, what are oceans? You know that continents are separated by large stretches of water, called oceans. So this is the answer. Second question, which is the largest ocean among the 5 oceans? What is that? Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean. Okay. Then third question, what is the depth of Mariana Trench? So what is the depth of Mariana Trench? 10,994 meters is the depth of Mariana Trench. Depth of Mariana Trench. This is the answer for the third question. And fourth question, which ocean named after a country? What is that ocean, children? Yeah, Indian Ocean. What is that? Indian Ocean is named after a country. What is that country, children? That is India. Our country, India. The last question, how many oceans are there in the world? How many? 5. For that also I gave you one code, paisa, isn't it now? So 5 oceans. How many oceans are there? There are 5 oceans in the world. So these are the answers for our 5 questions. Who wrote 5 answers correct for them? 3 stars. Who wrote 3 answers correct for them? 2 stars. Who wrote only 1 answer correct for them? Only 1 star. All the children, check your stars. Today, in our video, we will discuss about monuments. So what are monuments? So monuments are nothing but the buildings which were built, like palaces, buildings, like which were built by our earlier rulers or some other people. All these things will come under our heritage. In 4th class, you learned about heritage. Like heritage is different kinds. Cultural heritage, material heritage, natural heritage. So here monuments, they will come under the material heritage. Under the material heritage, we can see architecture also, like Shalimar Bagh Garden in Srinagar, Nishad Bagh Garden in Srinagar. All these things will come under the architecture. So under this monuments, there are so many monuments in our country India, because when the rulers ruled our country, like maybe Mughals or Delhi Sultans, whatever the dynasties, whatever the kingdoms it is, Guptas are so many. So they built so many famous monuments. Among them, today we will discuss 3 monuments. Okay now. So let us start from our national capital, Delhi. So what is our national capital? Delhi now. So let us start from the Delhi. So come here first. Monuments. So what are monuments? You should understand first. Monuments are old buildings such as temples, palaces and forts built by earlier rulers and other people. Not only rulers, sometimes other people also build some buildings. Those all will come under the monuments. The monuments are old buildings such as temples, even temples also, like Meenakshi temple, Sun temple in Konark, like so many temples. Palaces, so many palaces, like in Mysore, palace is there, like so many palaces, forts, Mandu Fort, Gwalior Fort, all these things will comes under the monuments. Okay now. So as I told you, we will start from the our national capital New Delhi. So in New Delhi we have the most important one, that is the Red Fort. What it is? Red Fort, which is also known as Lal Quilla. We can call the Red Fort as a Lal Quilla. What we call children? Red Fort. It is also known as the Lal Quilla, which was built by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan. Who built this Red Fort? One of the famous Mughal Emperor, who is known as like a very famous person for buildings. So he is Shah Jahan. He built the Red Fort. So Shah Jahan is one of the important person in the Mughal dynasty, Mughal Empire. So he built the Red Fort. Its construction began in 1639 CE. CE means Christian era. Okay now. So when the construction of Red Fort was started, the construction of the Red Fort, it was began in 1639 and it was completed after 9 years. It means for the construction of the Red Fort, how much time they have taken here? They took nearly 9 years. It means it was started in 1639 and it was completed in 1648. In this way, we can say that the fort is surrounded by now different moats which were fed earlier by the Yamuna river, on the banks of which the fort was built. The artwork in the fort is a fusion of Persian, European and Indian art forms. So whatever the Red Fort, it is the Red Fort now. So the Red Fort, if you see, it is the artwork of not only one country in people, not only one area people. It is the artwork in the fort of fusion of Persian, European and Indian. 3 different kinds of people they build the Red Fort. And the last but not the least, the most important point about the Red Fort, on 15th August, what we will celebrate on 15th August? Independence Day. Our country India got independence on August 15, 1947 from the British people. So on 15th August every year our Prime Minister delivers his speech from the Red Fort, whomever may be. Now who is the present Prime Minister of India? Narendra Modi. So in that place, who may be? So the Prime Minister of India on 15th August, on our Independence Day, the Prime Minister, he will deliver his speech from the Red Fort itself. That is the most important point about the Red Fort. These are the some of the important details about the Red Fort. One more important monument from our nearby the New Delhi, that is Qutub Minar. So Qutub Minar, it is one of the tallest brick and stone minarets in the world. Qutub Minar is one of the tallest brick and stone minarets in the world. So who built this Qutub Minar? Qutbuddin Aibak of the slave dynasty laid its foundation in the year of 1199 and it was completed in 1230 CE. Who started the construction of Qutub Minar? The person who was known as Qutbuddin Aibak of the slave dynasty from the Delhi Sultan's kingdom. So here is a small point. In Delhi Sultan's kingdom, there are 5 dynasties. One is here, that is the first one, slave dynasty, Khalji dynasty, Tughlaq dynasty, Sayyid dynasty and Lodi dynasty. There are 5 dynasties. Out of these 5 dynasties, Qutbuddin Aibak, he is the person who founded the Delhi Sultan kingdom. He belongs to the slave dynasty. So the person who was known as Qutbuddin Aibak, he started the construction of Qutub Minar in the year of 1199. The grandson of Qutbuddin Aibak, who was known as Iltutmish, he was completed the construction of Qutub Minar in the year of 1230. This is a very important point about Qutub Minar. Who completed the construction of Qutub Minar, children? The grandson of the Qutbuddin Aibak, who belongs to slave dynasty, he completed the construction of Qutub Minar in the 1230 CE. It was started in 1199, completed in 1230. The iron pillar in Delhi in the Qutbuddin complex, Qutub complex, has not yet rusted and it is considered an engineering marvel. Whatever the iron pillar is there in the Qutub complex, it was not at all rusted and it is considered as an engineering marvel. So it has seen so many natural disasters. As it has seen so many disasters also, a single piece of the Qutub Minar also not destroyed. That's why whatever the iron pillar is there in Qutub complex, it was considered as the engineering marvel. That is about Qutub Minar. And last but not the least, Today we are discussing three only. Actually there are so many, but see about one more important. All of you know very well. It is one of the seven wonders of the world. One of the new seven wonders of the world. Which was known as Taj Mahal. Do you know Taj Mahal? This is the Taj Mahal. So can you see this, children, all of you? So this is the picture of the Taj Mahal. Okay now. So the Taj Mahal, it was one of the new seven wonders of the world, and it was built by the Shah Jahan in the memory of his wife Mumtaz Mahal. So for whom purpose it was constructed by the Shah Jahan? For his wife Mumtaz Mahal. For respect or for love on his wife Mumtaz Mahal, Shah Jahan he constructed the beautiful monument which was known as the Mumtaz Mahal, which was known as the Taj Mahal on the name of his wife Mumtaz Mahal. Shah Jahan, he belongs to the Mughal Empire. Who constructed the Red Fort? The same person, Shah Jahan only constructed the one of the new seven wonders of the world, that is Taj Mahal. So whatever Taj Mahal is there, it was made of white marble. It was made up of white marble completely, and it was popular for tourists all over the world, not only from our country, from all over the world itself, from America, from Australia, from New Zealand, from every country itself. So many tourists will come and they will visit our one of the famous monument, that is Taj Mahal. So the construction of the Taj Mahal, if you see, it was constructed over a period of 22 years and it was completed in 1648. So the time has taken for the construction of the Taj Mahal, it was 22 years, nearly 22,000 people, they worked for 22 years, and finally the construction of the Taj Mahal, it was completed in the year of 1648. So here also it is considered to be the finest piece of Mughal architecture combining Persian, Turkish and Indian architectural styles. The tomb is surrounded by 4 minarets, each more than 40 meters tall. Whatever the 4 minarets are there around the tomb here, each one they have a height of more than 40 meters tall. Like this we can know about the Taj Mahal also. From today's our video, we discussed about 3 important monuments. One is Red Fort, second one is the Qutub Minar, and the third one is the Great Monument, one of the new 7 wonders of the world, that is Taj Mahal. So from these 3 monuments, they are very important for us now. So I would like to give you the homework, not only these 3 monuments, we have so many monuments from our India. So children, minimum every one of you find out minimum 5 to 10 monuments and note down the importance of that monument, like who constructed, when it was constructed, construction started, when it was completed, what is the importance, like minimum 3 lines about every monument, minimum 5 monuments. Collect the 5 monuments information and write it in one notebook. That is the homework I would like to give. In next video, we will continue with the topic of monuments. Bye.